There's a strange clarity that comes at night. Not the kind that arrives with effort or planning, but something quieter. A feeling, a thought, a whisper of an idea that appears just as the world goes still. You might be lying in bed, not quite awake, not quite asleep, when it strikes. A sentence, a vision, a solution, a story. And in that moment, it feels like the most important thing you've ever realized. Like it came from somewhere beyond you, too perfect to be random, too real to be forgotten. Midnight doesn't think in bullet points. It doesn't organize or explain. It just gives. Raw, unfiltered, insight drenched in emotion, stripped of ego. But what's strange is how different these ideas are from the ones we have during the day. In the daylight, thoughts are cautious, logical, often scared of being wrong. At night, something loosens. The filters fall away. And the deeper mind, the part we spend all day drowning out, finally gets to speak. It doesn't shout. It just waits until you're quiet enough to listen. But then morning comes, and just like that, it's gone. The idea that felt so vivid a few hours ago now feels out of reach. You remember the feeling, the impact, but the shape, the details, they've dissolved, like mist in sunlight. You tell yourself you'll remember it next time. You promise, but you won't, not unless you fight to hold on to it. Because the morning doesn't care about midnight's magic. The morning is fast. It's noisy. It's full of lists, alarms, and expectations. It pulls you back into survival, mode emails, routines, obligations. There's no room for delicate thoughts in all that noise. And the truth is, most people never build a bridge between who they are at 3 a.m. and who they have to be at 9. So the best parts of them stay hidden in that silence, never acted on, never remembered, never seen by the world. Not because the ideas weren't good, but because they weren't protected. You can't force these ideas to stay, but you can meet them halfway. It starts with learning to treat them like they matter, like they're not just late-night noise, but something sacred. Keep a notebook by your bed, not just as a habit, but as a signal to your mind that you're ready to listen. Not your phone, not a screen, something slow, something human. Because the ideas that come at midnight don't like bright lights or harsh taps. They prefer a whisper. They need stillness to survive. And when one comes, don't analyze it, don't judge it. Just catch it. Even if it sounds strange or incomplete, write it down exactly as it arrives. Half-formed thoughts are still gold just in raw form. You can refine them later, but only if you catch them now. More than that, learn to make space in the morning for who you were at night. Before the tasks, before the pressure. Give yourself 5 minutes to sit with those fragments, see if they still speak. Because sometimes they don't just fade, they transform. Some of your best insights aren't gone. They're waiting for you to return the next day, ready to finish what they started. There's a version of you that only exists in the stillness. Not the one shaped by deadlines or social rules, but the one who speaks in images, in intuition, in sudden electric clarity when the world finally goes quiet. Most people never meet that version of themselves often enough. They drown it out with noise, dismiss its voice as irrational or random. But what if that version knows something the daytime mind never will? The ideas we lose by morning aren't just creative sparks. They're fragments of our truest self, unfiltered, untouched, unafraid. To lose them is to lose a piece of what makes you whole. So tonight, when something comes on idea, a phrase, a strange and beautiful thought, don't wait. Write it down, sit with it, protect it, because the mind speaks softly at midnight. And if you don't listen, it won't repeat itself. If this spoke to something you've felt but never quite put into words, you're not alone. Honor your quiet hours. Protect your thoughts. And if this helped you remember something you almost forgot, share it with someone who needs to hear it too. Because sometimes the deepest truths don't shout, they whisper.